Philip DeFranco Show. It's Memorial Day. It's a weird Monday because the first story we're going to jump into today starts with the headline, Ethan Klein NRA bomb threat scandal. Ethan Klein, prominent podcaster, of course, very divisive. There are a lot of people that love him, and there are a lot of people that hate him. And on his most recent episode of H3 After Dark, he said some things, and I'm going to show you what's been trending online, and then I'm going to kind of show you the more extended version, which I think is important because the whole video fucking got taken down. And so I'm going to show you pretty much the whole section, but I will interrupt you to let you know, okay, this is what was trending online, and here's the rest of it.
So there was a big protest outside the NRA meeting, which was good. Do we have any insight into what they're actually talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas? Someone should bomb that building.
So right there, that is where the clip that went viral on Twitter stops, which a number of people responded saying, hey, no, you're taking Ethan out of context, you're misleading the public because of what he said after. Though everyone has their own opinions on this, and I'm just going to show you and you can be your own judge.
Someone should bomb that building. Okay,
Don't.
I'll roll that back.
Roll that back immediately.
Everything but violence.
Rewind time.
Let me.
Can we cut back?
I got a little carried away there. Nobody bombed the building. All right, I take that back. Thank you. I took it a little too. I got a little passionate there. Let's roll it back.
How do we go back in time?
Rewind time. Yeah, let's protest that building. Let's bomb it with emotional protest.
A love bomb.
In Minecraft.
Let's love bomb it.
Let's love bomb it.
Yeah, what did I say?
You said love bomb.
Yeah.
The love was silent.
Right.
Kill him with kindness.
Let's fucking kill everyone in that building.
Let's end the show.
Let's fucking bomb that. Wait, I was gonna let me finish.
All right. Sorry.
The way you cut it made it sound way worse. Let's fucking bomb that building with kindness and love and peaceful protest. Let's systematically execute every single one of those motherfuckers with protest and nastily but firmly worded emails to our representatives. By the way, I'm joking, no violence. Took it too far. Tried to make the best of something I said. Please, thank you. No violence, thank you.
And all that is essentially the core of this story. There are other aspects that some people have talked about, like Ethan Klein saying he hopes Greg Abbott's wheelchair hits a rock and he falls out. But 99% of the conversation I've seen online is about the bomb stuff, and now I've shown you the core of it. You have the clip that's been shared, the fuller extent. Though, understand, there are people that are angry at Ethan that have seen the full video. But the people on that side saying, no, Ethan just caught himself. He was trying to kind of like fix the situation because he said what he said. It was more about trying to fix the situation so he wouldn't get into trouble. But you have others saying, no, he obviously said something in the moment. It was a stupid joke. It was a bad joke. He fixed it. He made clear no violence. And at the end of the day, it comes down to what you individually think. And I'd love to know your thoughts on this story. Now, that is not where the story ends because, like I said, the video got taken down with Ethan Klein actually confirming that. Tweeting, conservatives got triggered over jokes I told and mass reported me. I got banned for a week and the episode was removed. And adding, if only they cared about dead kids as much as they do jokes. So I want to say sorry. Sorry, y'all are such pathetic snowflakes. Fuck the NRA and fuck Abbott. And going on to tweet, I want to make it clear that I don't advocate for violence of any kind. That is obvious to anyone that watched the segment and not just the 10-second clip that was used to misdirect attention. Republicans are now the party of dead children and nothing can misdirect away from that. All that being said, I have never received so many death threats and anti-Semitic shit in my life. A lot of conservatives really, really, really hate Jews. Yeah, like I said earlier, I would love to know your thoughts on this story. Whose corner are you in? Why not? Let me know. Also, with this story initially coming from the conversation about reactions to the shooting and misdirection being a part of the conversation, we should definitely talk about what we've seen from some politicians. We've seen an increasing number of conservative politicians trying to direct the conversation away from guns and making it more about things like we need fewer doors at schools. We've also seen more and more doing like Senator Ted Cruz while speaking at the NRA convention saying this is more about society, it's God and video games.
Tragedies like the events of this week are a mirror, forcing us to ask hard questions, demanding that we see where our culture is failing. Looking at broken families, absent fathers, declining church attendance, social media bullying, violent online content, desensitizing the act of murder in video games, chronic isolation.
And while outside of that crowd, you had so many people shaking their heads at people trying to make this about video games and entertainment and things like that again. You had others more specifically asking if it's all this other stuff and guns aren't the real issue. When Donald Trump spoke at this convention, why were none of the attendees allowed to have guns during that address? With you having so many good guys with guns in attendance, obviously you could stop any bad guy with a gun from doing anything. Though to be clear, it was the Secret Service, not the NRA, that banned guns during that portion of the event. But also, I will say this shooting has resulted in reactions, and it could be more of a short-term thing, but it's resulted in reactions from people I wouldn't expect. People like John Voight, for example, infamous MAGA warrior. He's talked about leftists being aligned with Satan. He's helped push and promote the big lie. But of this shooting, yes, he did talk about mental health, but he did also talk about restricting who can get guns.
We must identify every individual for their credentials, for their mental capacity to bear arms. There should be proper qualifications for gun ownership and proper testing. One should only own a gun if they're qualified and schooled.
In that part of the video, getting a number of people wondering, is this a place where both sides could actually meet in the middle? Especially because, as the New York Times pointed out in their Sunday review, so many of the gunmen obtained their weapons legally. Though I will say I don't think this by itself is going to make anyone happy. You're going to have people saying, no, that's the government taking people's rights. You have others saying that by itself is nowhere near enough. What are the specifics of the people that wouldn't be able to get guns? What about specific weapons? But all that said, I mean, we are seeing a number of politicians expressing some optimism, which is rare. Senator Chris Murphy, for example, saying on Sunday, I'm at the table in a more significant way right now with Republicans and Democrats than ever before. But also acknowledging, yeah, I understand Americans don't expect Congress to actually do anything about this. Saying, I get it. Every single time after one of these mass shootings, there's talks in Washington and they never succeed. But there are more Republicans interested in talking about finding a path forward this time than I have ever seen since Sandy Hook. But of course, we'll have to wait to see if anything happens and what that would even look like. And I really have no faith whatsoever that Congress is going to come together on this issue. Senator Murphy, I say, there is a reason the American public doesn't expect Congress to do anything on this. And then, it was just a lovely day at the Louvre Museum in Paris yesterday when a lovely